Hello, you guys. How is everybody doing? I tell you, it is a festive day. It has been a festive day for me, anyways. Okay. Woo! I worked today, of course. They're sending out the notes, the notifications. So people should be getting them because it just came through to my phone. Let's see. I see 3 people on. I see 6 people on. Hey, CK. Hey, Dub JJ, Miss Keita, Gina. Miss Shan. Miss Crystal. I see Rita, Crystal, Your Choice Towing, Shan, Dub JJ. We're gonna let some more people come in. Okay. Hey, Leo. That's exactly what it looks like. They rounding up. Hey, Jacqueline. How's everybody doing tonight? Waiting for a few, just a couple more minutes for a few more people to come in. Hey, the Alabama hitter. Alabama hitter said he been waiting on this for a while. Well, ever since I heard about Mo 3, and I didn't learn about who Mo 3 was until I started blogging on the Young Dogs case. I always heard Yellow Beezy name and that he was involved. Okay. Hey Hitter, I'm getting ready to send you something. Okay. Hey, Great Face. Great Face said, I know they ain't think it was over. I've been trying to, how long Mo 3 died what? The same year as Dolph or the year before Dolph, right? It took them all of this time to get him. Okay, it took them all of this time to get him. So, anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about the feds are taking down criminal organizations, okay, disguised. So he was taken out November the 11th of 2020. Dolph was taken out November 17th of 2021. So it has taken them 5 years because, from my understanding, and I first started coming on here and it was saying that Yellow Beezy was one of the people that put a bag on his head. Okay. That's what they were saying. Yellow Beezy was one of the people that put a bag on his head. So um You know, it has taken 5 years. So that's why, when people start getting anxious about young Dolph, sometimes that's just how it is. Um, that's right. Whatsoever a man soweth, that's just what he is going to reap. Okay. That's just what he's gonna reap. So say cheese. First, let me just say this. I saw this on Coat Figure's channel. Y'all know Coat Figure is my guy. Okay. Y'all know I love me some Coat Figure. Shout out to Coat Figure. Hold on one second. I want to hold on. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why I'm feeling sick. It's that weather. Shout out to Coat Figure.
TV. I'm at my news desk. I'm at my news desk. I got some late breaking news. Can you go live on this? Yellow Beezy. Yellow Beezy. Locked up. Is it for capital murder? Like, it's breaking on different channels right now. I seen Ratchet touching on it. I seen my boy Ticket TV touching on it a little bit. We're going to go live on this. Is Yellow Beezy locked up? That's something else could be second star, but is Yellow Beezy locked up? They saying paperwork for capital murder. Long live Mo3. But if this is true, damn, what a web we weave when we plan to this. He's a rolling 60. He is a rolling 60 always. Big Baby and Big U already cashing in something that they know. What do we got going on? I don't know. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But we do know that he's a rolling 60. We do know that rolling 60 was hit yesterday in LA. We're just trying to tie some things together. Y'all let me know. Send me more stuff. Is it true? Is Yellow Beezy locked up for capital murder? You heard it here first, or second, or third. Who cares? You hear it here. Go figure. Follow me.
Now, when I first saw it, I saw Coat Figure had posted it. He said, "Breaking news: Yellow Beezy was just arrested." Okay, and now they're saying that he has been arrested for Mo3 for the murder of Mo3. Okay, he's been arrested for the murder of Mo3. So I mean, Mo3 is finally getting justice. Since it happened, he says it's a bad week for it's a bad week for the 60s. It's a bad week for the 60s. Okay. This is him right here. I guess his name is Marquise Conway. Yeah. Yeah. 320 2025. 320 2025. So I mean, he was arrested. They're saying that Mo3 is finally getting justice. Now, I don't know if he was the only person, because there have been quite a few people that was mentioned as being the ones that put a bag on top of Mo3's head. Okay. It's been quite a few people mentioned. Okay, but Yellow Beezy, the whole time Yellow Beezy was mentioned as being one of the people. And of course, we know that Big U and all of them was arrested yesterday. They're the Rolling 60s. Now, let me say this. I never knew who Big U was, never heard of Big U. All I know is I always heard Whack 100 reference Big U all of the time. Okay, Whack 100 always reference Big U. Okay. Hold on one second, you guys. So I told you all, okay. Hold on one second. Hey, somebody is definitely talking. Somebody's talking. And somebody want to get out of something, so they're telling everything. Okay.
A well-known hip-hop executive has turned himself into federal authorities overnight. He's accused of running a dangerous criminal enterprise. His name, Eugene Henley Jr., also known as Big U. He helped launch the career of Nipsey Hussle. Well, he's now been charged with extortion, human trafficking, fraud, and murder. During this investigation, federal officials say they received or recovered 49 weapons, 5 pounds of methamphetamines, 10,000 fentanyl pills, and large amounts of cash. Prosecutors allege Henley ran an enterprise like a mob boss and defrauded companies, the government, and even celebrities in the process.
I'm going to turn myself in to see what's going on. They talk about I'm a fugitive.
Music executive Eugene Henley, or Big U, taking to Instagram moments before turning himself in and just hours after federal authorities declared him a fugitive Wednesday.
He just raided all my houses.
Mr. Henley operated Big U Enterprises, a mafia-like organization.
Investigators claim Henley painted himself as a hip-hop legend and a Los Angeles community activist. But is actually, according to authorities, the leader of a South LA gang who ran an alleged criminal enterprise.
The facts alleged in the complaint is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him.
More than a dozen others that prosecutors say are tied to the criminal case are also in custody. According to the affidavit, Henley is charged with violating the Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act. Prosecutors allege his organization, Big U Enterprises, was linked with the murder of an aspiring rapper working under Henley's label in 2021. They claim Henley shot and killed the rapper in Las Vegas after the rapper recorded a diss track about Henley. Officials say Henley then dumped his body in a ditch. Officials also claim Henley used his nonprofit organization, Developing Options, which purported to help at-risk youth, to dupe taxpayers, the county of Los Angeles, and NBA players. He allegedly embezzled hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of donations and grants by transferring money into his personal bank account.
Y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community.
Henley served 13 years in prison after trying to rob an undercover sheriff's deputy of cocaine back in 1991. He has not yet entered a plea deal to the current charges, but could potentially face life in prison if convicted. We reached out to his attorney and are still waiting for a response.
So let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think the FBI got Big U wrong? Do y'all think that they trying to take down a black man? Or do y'all think that he is capable and responsible of these crimes that he has been accused of? I guess anybody is capable of anything, right? Hey, listen. It's definitely somebody. There's a leak in the building. Okay, there's definitely a leak. As they say, there's a rat in the pantry. Okay, there's a rat in the pantry. Yeah, somebody said that they felt like he was behind. And you know what? Whack 100 has always said that he felt like that he was behind. He felt like that he was behind what happened to Nipsey Hussle. Okay. He felt like he was behind what happened to Nipsey Hussle. A rat done got a hold of some good shit. Yeah, somebody in some real big trouble. They in trouble. And this didn't just happen. Whatever this right here did not just happen. That means that they've already had them up under some type of investigation. There's been a rat in the pantry for a long time. Somebody that's been up under them has been telling on them. See, I mean, you don't arrest somebody, and the feds don't just arrest somebody and then, bring somebody in and they say, oh yeah, Yellow Beezy, Yellow Beezy had something to do with what happened to Mo 3, and then they go and get Yellow Beezy the next day. That's not how it works. They already had Yellow Beezy ass up under an investigation now, probably for 5 years, and somebody that has been up under Yellow Beezy that's probably in trouble. Okay. And folks don't even have to be in trouble now to tell on you. They've been giving them information. So if they indicted, they've arrested him and charged him with capital murder, they're not going to bring somebody in one day and then go pick him up the next day. I mean, because that's too iffy. The feds got Yellow Beezy, so Yellow Beezy is more than likely it's over with. Hey, I am She Johnson. It's over with for Yellow Beezy. Okay. People around the Dallas area have been saying for a long time, okay, that Yellow Beezy was involved. Okay. Hold on 1 second, you guys. They've been saying this for a long time. Y'all, they talking about Yellow Beezy so bad. I mean, they're talking about Big U so bad. Listen, you know, when people go to jail, folks start talking. It says the internet says Crip leader Big U robbed his own Christmas toy drive last year. Los Angeles Crips leader Eugene Henley made headlines on Wednesday when he surrendered to federal agents. The feds arrested 20 members of the notorious Rolling 60s Crip gang in Los Angeles. Henley, the gang leader, is accused of mafia-like crimes, including murdering. We just heard all of that, okay? It said, okay, Henley is also accused of extorting former NBA player Shaquille O'Neal and current NBA star Draymond Green. Both stars allegedly lost millions of dollars playing dice. I mean, but they were gambling. I wonder, how did he extort them? How did he extort them? That's what I want to know. How he extort them? Shaquille O'Neal and Draymond. It says, according to indictment, Henley charged O'Neal and Green $100,000 each to get their money back from a professional boxer whose names are A, B. Okay, I don't know who that is. Henley also made headlines in December 2024 when he claimed someone stole a U-Haul truck filled with toys worth $40,000 that was parked outside his home. Allegedly, the toys were paid for by Henley and his son, Chargers linebacker Dayan Henley. The theft made headlines, and the community responded by donating thousands of dollars worth of toys for the underprivileged youngsters. The story had a happy ending last Christmas, but now there are reports that Henley staged the theft. According to Henley's associate Lucci, am I saying that right, y'all? Lucy or Lucci Cannon? Lucci. Lucci Cannon, who was also arrested by the feds on Wednesday, shared audio of a phone call with the alleged thief. The man explained that he stole the truck and brought the toys back in a different truck on Henley's orders. The man said Henley put the keys on the dashboard of the U-Haul for his associate to steal the truck. We brought back the toys in another truck. Now he been ducking our calls and shit, the man said, claiming Henley refused to pay for them for the fake theft. We ain't heard from him since. That ninja weird, man. We would have never even done that shit if he wasn't gonna hold up on his end of the deal, the man said. Supposedly, Henley had the truck stolen so he could receive cash donations from the community. Okay.
For Christmas, more than $30,000 worth of toys were stolen.
Yeah, KCAL News reporter Lori Perez is in South LA tonight, where a U-Haul carrying the gifts went missing.
We always like stories with happy endings, and thankfully this one has one. We were in the middle of doing an interview about the stolen U-Haul when trucks with new toys started showing up.
Merry Christmas!
Some of Santa's South LA helpers handed out early presents.
I got a Ninja Turtle set and I got Spider-Man set.
Lighting up eyes and warming hearts on this cold night in Crenshaw.
Yeah, I chose it and I really like it, so now I'm going to play with it when I get home.
But it was a gift giveaway that almost didn't happen. This is security video showing the moment early this morning when Eugene Henley says someone stole a U-Haul parked in front of his Windsor Park home. It was filled with toys worth nearly $40,000, all of it paid for by the Henley family, their son, Chargers linebacker Dayon Henley, the team, and private donations.
To think that somebody was stealing a bunch of toys, stealing Christmas, that's kind of crazy.
In an instant, a 20-year tradition of handing out presents to Crenshaw kids almost came to an end for the Henleys and their nonprofit youth empowerment group called Developing Options, until right as he was telling us about the theft, trucks of toys started arriving.
Damn near Christmas miracle. You know what I'm saying? Here in South Central.
Word had spread, and donations to buy new toys added up. City workers and the local councilman's office helped organize things, and the LA County Fire Department, which runs its own toy drive, pitched in load after load.
This is a great save. This is a great save by the community because we didn't have no toys. And I'm just so happy.
And with that, as Dayon Henley and others put it, Christmas was saved.
At one point, there was a lack of hope, but you got certain people in this community that won't go for it. And I think that just shows the strength within, and that's what you got right now, a community that rallied back and made it happen.
They do still want to find the person who stole their U-Haul filled with those toys, and they are begging that person or anyone who knows anything about it to come forward and do the right thing in the spirit of Christmas. In Los Angeles, I'm Lori Perez, KCAL News.
Okay, so they said this whole situation right here was a hoax, and according to Lucci, who was that? Lucci? That's one of the rappers too, right? And according to Lucci Cannon, okay, this was a hoax.
But didn't y'all bring back?
So here is Big U being exposed. The guy who he used to steal, the Grinch that stole Christmas, right? The guy that he used to steal the Christmas toys, this is he that they have gotten on the phone. Okay, we're going to listen just to a little bit of it.
I told you to leave the country, and you're still here. But you had a whole new load still for Christmas. A whole new load. Yeah, we got the content. You steal from the kids. You run a play, and you thinking you wasn't gonna get caught. See, the homies love me. Sugar Plum.
Well, y'all, I'm sorry, it's loose cannon, y'all. I'm saying loose. It's loose cannon. Loose cannon.
There, Zimbabwe, Australia, Buttercup. But you didn't want to. I warned you. I warned you. Why? Why couldn't you just pay the homies and none of this would have came out? But now, big useless. I'm not spending nothing. Sweetie. You thought you were smart? Mm-mm. See, y'all about to hear the phone call. Big useless. So the homies to go take the truck, and they gonna get paid when the donations come in. He blocked him and stopped answering the phone.
I guess I'm thinking.
Big uterus, what's wrong with you?
That's about it. It's loose.
You dumber than a box of rocks. None of this would even been there. You would have got away. But you was the dumbest criminal. And you want justice? How? You the idiot. Boy, you is a scumbag. I don't even think you get low, but you lower than a hood nigga credit score. This is nasty work. I'm telling you, you gotta stop. Big useless. This is over, Blitz. I'm tired, but here is content and then a phone call. Sweetie, sweetie.
I Rich deals thousands of toys in South LA, but Mac community comes together. City name. Unless that ain't better shields, no, it's just.
Yeah, that nigga weird, man. Like we wouldn't have even done that shit if he was to hold up on his deal.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna tell Whack is on here too. So at the end of the day, it's like we ain't gonna put it out, but it is clarity that he just doing some more scumbag shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you what I'm scared of. Next, I need you to really listen to me. Hear me. I know this man a different way. I know we ran 17 years. So I know the shit that y'all didn't see. Bro, the nigga will feed you to them people. Like, I need you to really think about what I'm saying, bro. So whatever you know, hell yeah. Listen to me. His contracts are predicated on his performance, meaning he gotta give them a certain amount of things for them to keep paying. Right? So I'm telling you, the nigga that called you had your, what was it at? His crib over there on 62nd? Yeah. Right? So he had y'all pull up, snatch the truck, but I'm gonna tell you,
this goofy nigga can put the keys on the dashboard for them to take it.
See, and that's where it's gonna explode on him, because nigga, they gonna ask you where the keys at, where the keys to you are. Right? You're not gonna leave the keys to you all in the U-Haul. And you got a goofy. You got a thing full of toys in the back. So the nigga, what did he do? So what did he do with the toys? Did he have niggas? I see the place back. And I had to break everything back. We didn't do that work. So bring the truck back to there. So we brought everything back. You brought the truck back where?
Not the U-Haul truck. They got the other truck, and they brought them back with the
so
truck.
You had them snatch the U-Haul, take it somewhere. He get the money. Yeah, raise the money. Go ahead, bro. He had to bitch the U-Haul, and then we brought it back in a different truck with the toys and all that shit. But people were sending cash donations.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to break y'all off some of the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now the nigga ain't answering. What? If he know we had y'all come get the truck from in front of his crib, he know y'all know where he at, right? Yeah. But he don't think he can be touched. That's the problem. Huh? Shit. Y'all know y'all saying over there, you ain't a rolling 60 until you what? You kill me. He can't believe that.
He's the police. So they didn't even understand that all the stuff that we've been saying about this nigga.
So wait, how much money he collected? About 30 days, 40? It's about like 40 bills. And what he supposed to get y'all? So you said he's going was like half of it. And the nigga ain't answered.
Now let me ask y'all something, because we know that Whack 100 can't stand Big U. I mean, how did Whack 100 and them find this guy? You know, how did they know who it was? That's something you have to think about. And do y'all think that this is real? Because I mean, it's obvious Whack 100 don't like Big U, but how was they able to find the guy who supposedly Big U got to do this? Okay, that right there, I guess that would be kind of suspicious. I guess it would be kind of suspicious. I guess. I reckon. Y'all, hold on one second. Y'all, hold on. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So, I mean, the feds outside. They've been outside. You know, I mean, they're never not outside. Okay, there are always investigations going on consistently. Okay, there are always, if there are criminal activities that fall up under um, violating federal laws, there are always federal investigations going on. The feds are always outside. They never sleep. Okay. Hold on one second, you guys. Y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Please like, share, and subscribe. Hold on. You all hit the like button, okay?
Death! Death of an AC fan motor. Oh no. But your future is bright with an American Home Shield warranty to protect your covered appliances and home systems. Are there bees behind me?
My bees escaped.
No, we talked about this. American Home Shield. Sign up today at ahs.com.
One of LA's most prominent music and community figures is now facing serious criminal charges.
Okay, that's not it right there. Y'all hold on. I'm gonna have to show the other one that I had pulled up before.
Detectives have arrested multiple people, and this morning they're still looking for others. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Annabelle Sedano. Let's get right to it. We have live team coverage of this breaking news. NBC4's Michelle Vyas is in Westwood with more on the arrest. Let's get started with Alex Rosier. He was at that press conference and joins us live from downtown LA. Alex.
Yeah, they talked about a number of people in this press conference, but the main focus was on a man named Eugene Henley. The feds say he committed a series of racketeering crimes, including extortion, human trafficking, fraud, and the murder of a rapper in 2021. But this same man, Eugene Henley, is known throughout the Los Angeles community. He's been involved with work, including youth charities, and the feds say he did it all to further his own criminal enterprise.
He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label and of somebody gives back to the community here in Los Angeles, funding a South LA-based charity, developing options, which purports to help youth risk escape gang life and escape the perils of gangs in high crime areas. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar.
Eugene Henley, now considered a wanted fugitive. In the past, he's produced TV series. He has nearly 300,000 followers on Instagram, and he ran this already in custody. The details of the alleged crime were...
Yeah, I was trying to find that conference. So the indictment made me think Gotti might be next. We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. Hold on. Hold on. You all make sure y'all hit the like button. Let me see if I can find that. Hold on. I hate when these commercials play. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. We're going to talk about Yellow Beezy for a few more minutes, and then we're going to talk about that, what he was just saying. Because I want to make myself clear. But I thought I had been making myself clear, but that's not the one. I may not be able to find it. Okay, here it is. I found it.
Good morning. I'm Joe McNally, the acting United States Attorney here in Los Angeles. Today, we're here to announce federal criminal charges against Eugene Henley Jr., a career criminal known as Big U, who used his contacts and leadership role in the Crips criminal street gang, the entertainment industry, and a youth charity to further his own criminal enterprise, an enterprise engaged in murder, extortion, robbery, human trafficking, COVID fraud, and other felonies. Mr. Henley and several other individuals linked to him and his criminal enterprise were charged in a criminal complaint with federal racketeering conspiracy. Mr. Henley is a fugitive, and he is currently wanted by federal law enforcement. Other individuals linked to his criminal enterprise were arrested today, approximately 10 defendants who are charged in various indictments. Again, Mr. Henley is a fugitive. 4 defendants are in state custody and will be transferred into federal custody. And we are still seeking Mr. Henley and another fugitive. The Department of Justice's top priority is eliminating violent crime caused by criminal street gangs and organized crime. These organizations cause a tremendous amount of harm in our communities. And today's arrests are part of our office's efforts, FBI, IRS, LAPD, the team you see up here, to make our community safer and rid our streets of these criminal street gangs, including ones operated by felons like Mr. Henley, who are posing as savvy businessmen and community leaders, but in the end are violent criminals. The affidavit filed with criminal complaint alleges that Mr. Henley operated Big U Enterprises, a mafia-like organization that utilized Mr. Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Crips criminal street gang and other gangs here in Los Angeles to intimidate businesses and individuals in our communities. I want to stress that the allegations here in the complaint are allegations only, and the defendants are presumed innocent until proven otherwise. Let me talk a little bit about Mr. Henley and the street gang here. As I said, Mr. Henley is a widely known leader within the early 60s. He rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet, talk shows, and podcasts. All things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation. He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label, and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles, funding a South LA-based charity developing options, which purports to help at youth risk escape gang life and escape the perils of gangs in high crime areas. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him. For example, Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician signed to his label in 2021 and dumped the victim's body in Las Vegas off of the I-15 freeway. He then attempted to evade and obstruct the investigation into the murder, including ordering witnesses not to speak with law enforcement. Henley's criminal enterprise also engaged in other crimes, including transporting prostitutes across state lines, extorting strip clubs, marijuana dispensaries, and other businesses, and fraudulently applying for COVID loans in the form of a business relief loan. On that application, Mr. Henley falsely stated that his music label, Unique Music, operated at a $200,000 profit in 2019 and was entitled to government assistance, despite the reality that the company had operated at a loss and was ineligible for such relief. Finally, Mr. Henley is accused of embezzling donations made by celebrities, professional athletes, and businesses to his charity, Developing Options, which, as I said, purports to give South LA at-risk youth alternatives to gang violence, drugs, and other criminal activity. Henley used this charity as a front. He used it to conceal his fraudulent activities, his criminal enterprises activities from and evade detection from law enforcement. If convicted on the racketeering conspiracy, he and his co-conspirators face approximately a 20-year federal prison sentence. I want to thank our federal law enforcement partners, or state law enforcement partners, who brought about the result here today. The Los Angeles Metropolitan Gang Task Force from the FBI. It's comprised of FBI agents, LAPD officers, IRS criminal investigation, the U.S. Department of Justice Inspector General's Office, Los Angeles Police Department, the North Las Vegas Police Department. This case is a great example of state and federal law enforcement working together to address harm from a criminal enterprise. I also want to thank our prosecutors, Assistant U.S. Attorneys Kevin Butler and Jenna McCabe, for their diligence and dogged determination in this case. With that, I'll turn it over to our next speaker, FBI Special Agent in Charge, Ted Dots.
Thank you, Joe. My name is Ted Dots, Special Agent in Charge of FBI Los Angeles' Criminal Division. These operations are truly a team effort, and I would like to recognize those partnerships. If not for their commitment, dedication, and follow through, we would not be here today. First, I'd like to thank LAPD, IRS Criminal Investigations, and the U.S. Attorney's Office for working collaboratively for the past 4 years. In this case, with FBI Los Angeles Metropolitan Task Force on violent gangs. I also like to thank the U.S. Marshal Service for their assistance today, and many departments in California, Arizona, Nevada, and the North Las Vegas Police Department. Now, this morning, hundreds of agents and officers, including multiple SWAT teams, executed multiple arrest warrants for many of the 19 defendants charged in this case. Search warrants were executed at 6 locations. Those searches continue to be underway. 4 of the 19 defendants were already in custody, and 10 defendants were taken into custody in the last 24 hours. And while we're still seeking the whereabouts of 5 individuals, 3 of whom we believe we will have in custody shortly, 2 defendants are considered fugitives. They are Eugene Henley Jr., also known as Big U, and Brian Mejia. We will provide their photographs to the media following this announcement. Anyone with information as to their whereabouts should not take action on their own, but contact the FBI. You can reach us by calling 1-800-CALL-FBI. During this investigation, we recovered 49 weapons, 5 pounds of methamphetamines, 10,000 fentanyl pills, and large amounts of cash. The Rolling 16 Crips have been around for decades, and by some estimates are among the largest gangs in the country, with factions in multiple states. Mr. Henley has been a known member of the Rolling 60s Crips since the 1980s, where he established his reputation and earned standing with fellow gang members. He has been able to use that standing to intimidate businesses and individuals, and to commit various forms of violence, including the alleged murder outlined by the U.S. Attorney. He's also been able to influence others to give him money, only to defraud his victims, including defrauding the U.S., the government, the city of Los Angeles, and you, the taxpayer. Before I close, I'd like to ask that anyone who has information about the alleged criminal activity or feel that they have been victimized by any of the defendants, call the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI. We've targeted this gang in the past and will continue to target gangs who seed violence and fear in our communities. The FBI will never waver on our commitment to combat violent gangs and those individuals affiliated who prey on others. Today's arrests made neighborhoods across our city safer. Thank you. And with that, I'll turn it over to IRS SAC Tyler Hatcher.
Good morning. Again, I'm Tyler Hatcher. I'm the special agent in charge of IRS criminal investigation here in Los Angeles. Today's arrests are the result of outstanding investigative work by law enforcement partners from LAPD, U.S. Attorney's Office, the FBI, and my office, who've worked tirelessly to find the evidence necessary to charge those who are alleged to bring harm to our communities, as you've heard previously. The RICO charges against Mr. Henley and his associates reflect a pattern of crimes that runs a gambit from extortion to robbery to murder to tax fraud and to human trafficking, all under the umbrella of a well-organized criminal organization led by Mr. Henley. Additionally, Mr. Henley duped the County of Los Angeles by running a nonprofit named Developing Options, which was set up to pull youth out of the gang life and promote anti-gang solutions. Yet Mr. Henley continued to personally orchestrate violent gang activity that impact our communities. Donors trust that their donations will be used in a manner that's consistent with what the charity was set up to do and applied as intended. In this case, it was for the benefit of at-risk youth. Financial transactions leave a trail, and IRS criminal investigation special agents are the best at following that trail. The trails led to allegedly lead to Mr. Henley's personal bank account, and the money trail doesn't lie. Organized crime victimizes our Los Angeles communities far too frequently, but the arrests made today demonstrate our commitment to making Los Angeles safer for everyone impacted by these criminal enterprises.
Sure did.
IRSCI is proud to partner with our federal and state and local law enforcement partners to make our communities safer and to protect from these violent acts. And on that, I'll turn it over to the Chief.
Thank you, and thank you all for being here today. I'll keep my comments brief. From day one, the Los Angeles Police Department's been proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with the FBI and our partners here today in this critical investigation. The invaluable expertise provided by Operation South Bureau FBI Task Force on the Rolling 60s criminal street gang has played a pivotal role in securing these 19 federal indictments laid out this morning. It's a measured step forward in our ongoing fight against gang violence and brings hope and relief to a community that for too long has endured far too much. Together, we will continue to protect and serve, working tirelessly to ensure safety in all of our neighborhoods. I'll return the U.S. Attorney, Joe McNally, for any questions follow-up.
We'll take any questions.
So Henley is still on the loose?
He is.
Do you expect to snag him today, or is this something where he's gone?
Yeah, I think all I can say is that look, he is the leader here, and we're looking for him and trying to find him. He's a fugitive at this point, and we're using resources to try to track him down.
How about the other arrests made?
The arrests were made this morning, and early this morning.
And that's of the more than this whole group here.
Y'all, they sicked everybody on Big U. Oh my God, they put the IRS on him. They put the gang task force on him. They put the task force from LA to Arizona to Las Vegas. Jesus, I mean, everybody. He definitely gonna do some time. So hey, you've heard people say that he was involved in what happened to a Nipsey. And if this is true about he supposedly had it was the Grinch that stole Christmas. He was the Grinch that stole Christmas. Then y'all, I don't know what to say. But hey, as I was saying before, you know, they got Yellow Beezy, and they're saying it's for the murder of Mo 3. And you hear people that's in Dallas, you've heard them say for the longest that he was involved with what happened to Mo 3. I know justice delayed is never, you know, justice denied. So I'm happy to see these young men getting their justice. You know, when I hear people say, and I'm not trying to make this about Young Dolph or anything, but when I hear people say, you know, Young Dolph got his justice, and everybody already know that the people that paid for this to happen to Young Dolph is still out. It's laughable, right? And we see it might take 5 years, it might take 7 years with Lorenzen Wright. The NBA player Lorenzen Wright, they knew Shara did that. It took them 7 years to get her as the mastermind. But they got him. So, you know, the feds are always working investigation. I think the heat has been turned up because you see prosecutors now working to get cases in court that, you know, was backed up since COVID. So, hey, I've never wavered as it relates to justice in totality. I know when you are paying for hits and you've been paying for hits, you know, you never know. You know, they might be also invested. I'm just saying, nobody told me this. I'm just saying. Sometimes when you see these labels and stuff paying for hits, that's not the first damn hit that they paid for. Do you all think that the people that paid for Dolph to be killed, do you all think that that's the first hit they ever paid for? No. So I'm sure other stuff, you know. I'm sorry for eating. I'm hungry. Other stuff is always looked at also, you know. So, you know, justice for Mo 3. Mo 3 was a talented brother. They killed that dude. And folks were saying, you know, Mo 3 was bad in the street. He probably had to be. We see how that jealous spirit runs down there in Dallas. Hell, a lot of them set up on YouTube. So we see how jealous that is. The jealous demon runs. So I'm happy. I heard that the same thing that a lot of those Dallas bloggers did in the Young Dolph's case, they also did in the Mo 3 case. You know, I heard, you know, a lot of them, not all of them, but I heard some of the same ones that's connected with these record labels was the exact same thing I told y'all. I was told some of these bloggers are going to be indicted. And and most of them come from Dallas. Okay. He said they didn't pay for that Dolph hit for real. Who paid for it? Who paid for it? Kevin Gard, who paid for it? He said they didn't pay for that Dolph hit for real. Dolph had a hit put on him. And I got a strange feeling that little money that people think that was put out there, it was more than that. So don't y'all ever in your life believe that they paid no $80,000, no $100,000 to kill Young Dolph. They just told Cornelius that. Don't y'all ever believe that. They was never intending to pay him. They was gonna kill him. So I don't blame him for telling everything he know. Well, yeah, that's true. I agree with you on that, Kevin. Cornelius was not paid. You're right, he wasn't. They gave him $800. They didn't intend to give him that. They only gave him $800 because Cornelius was outsmarting them. They was trying to trick him to make him think that they had some money for him so they can kill him. Them folks had got so desperate they was going out in the damn woods having picnics. Remember now, Cornelius, Cornelius said that they tried to pay him. We tried to get him something else. And then he declined it, right? He said it was too low. What kind of world we live in? We're killing people for $40,000. Even for 100,000. Even for 500, you can't live off of $500,000 for the rest of your life. You can't even live off of $1 million for the rest of your life. So these folks is twisted, but the feds got something for them. I told y'all that's how it works. So I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised about Yellow Beezy. What I can say about Yellow Beezy, he stayed quiet. Y'all, did Yellow Beezy ever troll Mo3? When Mo3 was killed, did Yellow Beezy troll him? Anybody that remembers? Y'all, when Mo3 was killed, did Yellow Beezy troll him? Oh, so he did troll him. Oh, wow. Mm. Mm. Well, I tell you, justice justice delayed is never justice denied. How many people still feel like Young Dolph ain't gonna get no justice? Listen, I know it's been a lot of narratives thrown out there about the Memphis police and all of that. Listen, everybody got a police in their family. Memphis is not that big. A lot of these police officers, just because you see a police officer eating that privé, don't mean. Listen, my daughter, I saw one of my daughters a while ago post up a picture, right? They had all went out. I haven't been scrolling down social media, and both my daughters was in privé drinking. I said, Lord Jesus Christ. I ain't want my daughters over there because I don't trust your body. Okay, they find out though. We know he a fan of the show. But my point in saying that is, I mean, just because somebody go into somebody's restaurant, and my daughters don't be on my blog, they have nothing to do with anything. Just because somebody goes into somebody's restaurant, and this was a long time ago. Just because somebody goes into somebody's restaurant, it means nothing. I mean, folks just be wanting to eat. But do I believe? I mean, I'm sure they, I mean, it was long said that they have patrolmen that, kind of give them information and keep them on top of what's going on. If that's true, okay. Even if it's true, it's not every patrolman on the Memphis Police Department. It might be one. And a patrolman, shout out to the patrolman, but they have no influence over a investigation, period, because they don't investigate cases. All they do is make the scene of a call, and all they could do is decide if they don't, they have to consult with their sergeant and lieutenant before they even make an arrest. Really? So all they do is make the call to the scene, write up the report, and if they're gonna transport you to jail, transport you. They have nothing to do with investigation. I know that's right, ZK. They ain't been back. So, you know, every well, Miss every 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 state and city has and most cities have a FBI branch in that city. Y'all better pay attention to Black youngster. What he all what's eating him? What Black youngster who has been up under a rock? All of a sudden he posts yesterday, he dolo him. That means he don't want nobody calling him. He don't want to deal with nobody. It must be something going on. Okay. He made the same, statement that Juke made. They gonna snake the snake. So I guess he was wanting somebody, we snake the snake. Child, please. Black youngster. I don't know what to say about Black youngster. I'm really just stuck in a hard place, between a rock and a hard place as it relates to Black youngster, because I really be want to go in on him. And then I do go in on him. But I don't go in on him like he need to be gone in on, because I do have a lot of love for Vanessa. But Black youngster is going to jail. I mean, I mean, I don't. That's not anything. Okay, I don't know what to say. Anyways, I'm gonna move on from that. Amina says they all will be sick, physical, emotionally, and spiritually. It's happened as we speak. But I don't stop nobody in my chat from saying what they want to say about nobody. Okay. RG Fender says rainwater ain't passed the smell test on Mo 3. You had a lot of people. You know what? With Yellow Beezy being arrested, if there was anybody else that was involved, I'm sure there are a lot of people. I'm sure that there are a lot of people that's running scared. Okay. I'm sure there are a lot of people running scared. Wait till they see who ass gets cooked for Dolph's murder. Ninja's been mad quiet when they used to be extra loud. Mm-hmm. Black Youngster ain't the only one going to jail though. He ain't gonna be the only one to go. But he going. You know, I wish Black Youngster and them had just, did not do what they did. I really wish that they had. I really wish that they had not. I think Black Youngster could have had a really, really bright future. I really do. I really do. So I hate he got himself involved in this Young Dolph situation. I do. God knew what he was doing. He knew better. All of them knew better. But I don't know what to say. Then the first thing they holler is they trying to keep her, but that's the first thing they holler after they have terrorized their community. After they have terrorized their community, that's the first thing they holler. They want to keep a black man down. Child, I'm telling you. It says a black youngster got played just like everyone else did by Gotti and Juke. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all something, and this is just in my opinion. I could be very wrong. Okay. Um, it seemed like to me and I'm not saying that he had anything to do with it. I think I think the weight somehow weight had been, I don't know. But it seemed like to me Black Youngster started, doing videos and being happy again when Juke was killed. And it just made me think, was somebody telling him, bro, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to take one for the team because he was depressed. Still is. But it just seemed like, you started seeing him more. He started trying to joke and stuff again. Um, so I don't know. That's how I saw it. Maybe what I saw wasn't accurate, okay? But that's just kind of how I saw it. I don't know. They took Mo 3, strap out his truck so he couldn't do nothing but run down. So, everything is getting ready to come out about Mo 3. I mean, everything. Well, I'm sure they already know everything. Have they did a press conference? Have they did a press conference yet? I'm sure all of that is, I'm sure it's all, I sure wish I could get my hands my hands on that discovery. I wish I could get my hands on that discovery. I sure bet it's a whole lot of pages. They took Mo 3 strap out his truck. Yeah, rest in peace to Mo 3. I'm glad that Mo 3 is finally getting him some justice. Okay. I'm in totality. Listen, I said from the very beginning when they said that it was about a girl, I said both of those men was running on an expressway like they had a mission. I could see one of them, you know, being crazy if it was a girl. The other one had just as much anxiety in his face. Don't no man chase no man down like that about no woman, not two men. The other one wouldn't give a damn about the woman if it wasn't his woman. I said they had a job to do. They was paid to do that. So I told y'all the roots are gonna be dug up. It's not I don't think, this is my opinion. I don't believe that the federal government is okay with just getting the limbs of the tree. I've been saying that for almost 4 years. They are not okay with that. They're getting these folks that's putting that money out. I've been telling y'all this forever. But don't nobody listen to me though. I said, look, and hey, I know I talks a lot of shit too. I be throwing a little salt and just talking shit, kicking shit. But I will say this in all seriousness, okay? I don't know who it is, because you know Big Jook is no longer here. Big Jook was gonna be indicted within days. I'm telling y'all, his attorney had told him. But now let me just say this. I'm talking about days of him being killed. If I'm not mistaken, Big Jook was supposed to have been indicted that November. As a matter of fact. So, anyways, I don't know what went on, but they was getting ready to indict him. He knew it was coming. When he was killed, he knew for a fact that it was getting ready to happen. What was I getting ready to say? I be forgetting what I was say, child. I must didn't need to say it because I went back to Big Jook. Was I getting ready to say something about another indictment? Oh, this is what I was getting ready to say. I don't really know who it is in the Young Dolls case that they want. But I don't know who it is, but I just think that whoever it is, they're not going to be satisfied until they get them. And it ain't Orange Mound Quit. See, you have to think about Orange Mound Quit and them are the low-hanging fruits. It's straight dropping them are the low-hanging fruits. It's somebody else that I think it's somebody else that they want. And I don't think they're gonna stop in the Young Dogs case until they get them. And it ain't Orange Mound Quit. Now I think Orange Mound Quit gonna do time for his part in what happened to Young Dog, whatever that is. But Orange Mound Quit has never been the main player in this Young Dogs thing. The people that put the money on him are the main players. Yeah, I believe something going to happen with Mob Ties probably within the next year or two. And just in my opinion, they got new leadership in Houston. That's really not fond of the Princess. So if they doing something they shouldn't, I'm sure they'll be getting indicted within the next 2 years. But I'm happy to see that Mo3 is content. Now they got Yellow Beezy. Somebody said Freddie. What's his name? Freddie. I don't, y'all help me out. What is his name? Something Freddie. They're saying that he was involved too, allegedly. So hey, who knows? He's probably, if he was, they're already telling. They didn't just decide to go get Yellow Beezy. They been had an investigation going on Yellow Beezy ass for 5 years, and they had somebody right up under Yellow Beezy setting him up. That's right, Nika. Trap Boy Freddy. They had somebody right up under him, setting him up. Okay. Anyways, the Fed's taking down these criminal organizations, aka always known as these record labels. Black youngster holla. Black youngster had a outburst yesterday. He said, "I'm solo dolo. I don't want to run with nobody. Y'all some snakes." He should have been think. He should have took on that when they first took Dolph out. And they would. I know they didn't think they was gonna get away with it. And listen, and I'm not trying to. Okay, I don't want to. I'm not trying to be okay. Anyways, they all scared of Mo3 when dare come in his presence. At the Z bankroll, Freddie already doing 12 years in federal prison. Let me just go back to this. Like when I say I know they didn't think they was gonna get away with it. Surely they didn't think that they was gonna continuously attempt that boy life. Yeah. See, I'm gonna tell you something. When they first killed him, they was talking like they had killed a deer. They wanted to treat that boy like he was an animal. We got a big one, like they had caught a fish. We got the big fish. We got a big one. Stupid. Yeah, I'm trying to get better about myself. That's why y'all hear me doing this because I don't want to be cussing on my lives. And I could feel one coming up. So I have to stop myself because y'all know I'm impulsive and I get mad. Okay. Um, but that's how they was acting. Yeah. Uh-huh. We got a big one. Treating Dolph like he was a fish or a deer, like he was a damn animal. That was a human being, a father, a human being, a husband, a son, a brother, a friend, a cousin, a human. They're not God. It was not their job to take his life or to plot to take his life. The community helped these Negroes to get rich, and this is what they do. They take the money and come back into the communities and destroy the communities and take out the people that's putting money back in the communities. That's a betrayal. Black youngster and Yo Gotti and them betrayed their hometown of Memphis. Memphis is impoverished. You don't take out people that's giving back to the community. They did the same thing that them cuckabug heads did back in the 60s when they worked with these organizations to help to take Dr. King out. All that Dr. King was doing for the betterment of the Black community. You had Black folks that, because see, when people start trying to infiltrate an organization, especially a clean organization, to take down somebody that's going to expose corruption, they ain't able to do it unless they get a damn cuckabug head to escort them in, to turn, to be jealous. Okay. So that's why I say it is a betrayal to the city of Memphis. They betrayed Memphis, the city that helped to put them on when they took out young Dolph. So that's where a lot of the frustration comes from. I mean, you still hear people talk about they like Black youngster music, they like Yo Gotti's music. I mean, they did a sucky thing. People still you can't take away, that they've had a few nice songs. Yo Gotti is definitely talented. He is. I'm not hating. I can't hate on him. He has a distinctive voice and sound, whereas when he rap, it's him. Nobody else has that sound. But he effed up. He know what he did was not right, and he got to pay for that. Okay? What he allowed, what he promoted, in my opinion. Okay? He promoted it. He wanted it. and he green lighted it or whatever they call it. So them folks got to pay for. You have to pay for your sins. You have to go before God yourself, and they know they're gonna have to pay. I don't now. I believe that Black youngster calls on God. I do. He knows God. I know he knows God. I don't know. I don't believe God. He believe in God. His eyes stretched too big. Okay, his eyes and started stretching real big. So I believe he the devil. Okay. Amina says time is ticking, judgment day coming. Mo 3 and Dolph gonna have the last laugh. Believe that. Oh, the feds are definitely coming for more people. Neil says I was okay with supporting the music till they started doing the attempts. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not that I know of. Not that I know of that he's had, Okay. Anyway, child. I didn't get on here to stay on here all night. Y'all know I'd be tired. So hey, justice for Mo 3. If Big U and them had something to do with what happens to Nipsey Hussle, hey, I hope that is brought out. I told y'all like back in January, I was like, 2025 is the year of revelation. It's the year of revelation where God is going to start revealing a lot of things that have been hidden. That's why as soon as people do stuff now, that karma hit them in the ass because God is getting them right back. This is the year. This is the year of revelation. So, I think it's a beautiful thing. I saw how people was it seemed like to me was taking advantage of, like I saw some things as it relates to Mo 3 that I didn't like. Okay, great face, that I didn't like, but I didn't know enough about the Mo 3 case. Y'all know I'm honest. So hey, it's back up again. I don't think Yellow Beezy is going to be the last person to be arrested. Okay. Um 25. Mm. Woo, Lord have mercy. Them folks is that the guy that rap? Gray face. Is that the rapper? Child. Let me see. Lord have mercy. These folks getting arrested like 40 going north. Hold on, let me see something. I'm gonna have to do another live on it. Hold on. Great Face, is that the rapper? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Y'all, listen. The devil is a lie. I'm going. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to see some. Mm-mm. Oh my God. These. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Mm. Yeah, hold on. Give me just a minute. Ooh, Lord, have mercy. Mm. They suspended. They suspended his sentence, which means Gray Face, he's done something else. And they're holding him without a bond. They didn't say what he's done, but if I had to guess, I believe a hit, okay, for somebody, and they've gotten word of it. They revoked that suspended sentence because this stuff has happened within the time frame. Because he's probably on paper. They're gonna reinstate that sentence, and they're holding him on bond. So I mean, without a bond, these boys gonna get maybe now. This might be, child. I'm not gonna even say nothing. Now we see probably what Black Youngster ranting about. That's what Black Youngster more than likely ranting about. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So I'm just speculating, but if I had to guess, I'm looking at the timing. Yeah. Child, these boys gonna learn. I don't know what to think about these young men. I just don't know. I don't know why they ever think that they can outsmart the federal government. They just can't. Oh, and let me say this. People should see now that I don't care who you are affiliated with or how much money you think you got. People want you to believe that they're so in with the government that they can't be touched. Y'all don't ever believe that. Don't y'all ever believe that. Okay. If Young Dolph wasn't going to get justice in totality, they would close the case. Even when there are people that are playing around, because people play political games all the time. But the way to defeat that is to stay on top of their necks. Once you start staying on top of their necks and they see people watching them, child, they'll tuck their behind and go on about their business. Oh my God. Ooh, child. Lamigo calling for a national stay quiet day. It's too late. Listen, I don't know what's going. I don't know what be going on with these boys. They put all this stuff into the atmosphere when they thought that they had did these crimes and gotten away with it. When they thought that you know, I guess they thought that they weren't being watched. Shit, by the time they decided they weren't gonna talk on the phone no more, they had already been talking on the phones for a long time. Child, they got more ways now to since people think they done got smart talking about that. Don't talk on the phones, don't do this, don't do that. They got better they got equipment to hear what you got to say. I'm just saying that right now, and it ain't got to be through no damn phone. I'm trying to figure out how these sickos, because that's what they are, a bunch of sickos. If a government has equipment, and I keep saying this for a reason, because the first time I saw it, it blew my mind. I never thought anything like this was ever possible. There's certain things that blow my mind. If the government has equipment and they can point at your brick house, they can point at your brick house, sit at the end of your street and point at your brick house. Now they have to have a subpoena and see through your brick walls. They can see, they have equipment where they can look in your damn house through a brick wall. It blew my mind. You nobody thinks something like that is possible. How the hell these damn fentanyl heads and meth heads and weed heads and pill heads feel like because they made a little bit of money that they could ever outsmart the intelligence of the federal government? If they want you, they come to get you. They're not going to stop until they get you. And somebody is wanted in this Young Dolph's case. I believe it's more than one. I don't know who it is, but it's somebody they want, because they won't stop. And it goes past Orange Mound Quet. Y'all looking at the look, y'all. That's small. I don't mean no harm. That's small fry. I think it goes way beyond him. Orange Mound Quet. Orange Mound Quet. I fought Orange Mound Quet because Orange Mound Quet was old enough, and he straight dropping him looked at him as an OG. He should not have let those wolves in the damn gate. Okay? I'm telling you, it blew my mind, y'all. I was like, y'all, you wouldn't think something like that is possible for there to be some damn equipment Okay, well, you know he got $100 million loan. He could get it. He can't get that. He can't get that. A lot of these folks want y'all to think these folks have because they got a $100 million loan. They got superpower. These people ain't got no damn pull. They want you to think that they got some pull. They don't. Well, if they got pull, why don't they make them close the investigation? If they close that investigation and say Straight Drop and Cornelius are the only ones that did this, then they got some pull. As long as that investigation is open and it is actively being worked, somebody ain't got no damn pull. They pulling folks' legs, but they can't pull mine because I know the truth. The only pull they got is pulling these damn fools that like having an ass made out of them legs. Lord, forgive me for cussing because I said I wasn't gonna cuss. Okay. Some think their money will save them. Well, I mean, I guess it'll keep them in court longer. You know, when they had them trials, they're able to call all of those damn experts that don't mean nothing. That's what their money do. They're able to call in hire all types of experts to try and put doubt in the mind of, let me tell you something, the prosecution's job is harder. All the defense has to do is produce reasonable doubt. The prosecutors have to prove beyond a preponderance of doubt or whatever. They have to prove that these people without doubt, and all the defense has to do is raise doubt, not say when folks found not guilty, it don't mean that they're innocent. It just means that the defense did a good job in raising a little bit, just a little. Well, I believe he did it, but I got some doubt. Okay, well then find him not guilty. Okay, so the defense's job is not that hard because you got some defense attorneys that know how to play games, and that's a lot of them know how to do that. And you got some money to be calling in a damn expert every day. That's enough. It might put, doubt in the mind of the jury. Okay, so that's really all money does. So I wish these young men would get their lives right. Lord, I just ask that you touch our black men, our young black men, God. Let them know that doing anything for money is just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Now, I want to say something. Somebody told me, please, I can't talk about it in the live. But I feel, because I'm gonna get off in a few minutes, but I feel the need. And I don't want to sound crazy. And because I'm not crazy, okay? I could be kooky, but I'm not crazy. I feel led to say this, okay? So yesterday, I had a case. And so I had to be in the Orange Mound area. Okay, I gotta say it. I had to be in the Orange Mound area. And I was right there by Airways. And I had gotten up by Hamilton Street. And I saw this dog. Okay, I saw this dog. Mr. Parker, I'm sorry. I gotta, please let me, I gotta say it, y'all. Mr. Parker, please let me say it. Listen, I saw this dog, okay? And the dog was in Orange Mound, y'all. I was like, I saw him, y'all, his tongue was hanging out of his mouth. So I was like, okay. I was like, okay, I had some food in the car. I had some food in the car. Yeah, I knew he was in trouble when they started wearing purses too. Y'all, the dog, he was a big dog, y'all. So I was like, God, I said, God, I was like, God, that dog, I know he's thirsty. I could not get out because I couldn't give him no water, but I had some food. So I had some food. So I took the food and it was still kind of warm. So I was like, well, I'll just give the dog the chicken nuggets. And he picked up one of the chicken nuggets. Y'all, when I looked at him, one of his eyes was bloodshot red. They had been beating the dog in the eye. And he was so dehydrated, he couldn't even hardly bark no more. Now, this was a huge dog. I mean, that's how he was trying to bark in Orange Mound. No folks, I mean, so anyways, he put the chicken nugget in his mouth. It was a McDonald's chicken nugget, and he spit it out. Even the dogs don't like McDonald's, okay? The sick dogs don't even like McDonald's. They know it ain't. I think he was scared because I was looking at him and he spit it out and he ran back the other way and ran like there's like this blighted area in Orange Mound. Like it looked like they tore a house down and it's just like a little field right there. And he went and he started digging for food again. Now I gave him chicken nuggets. He spit that out. He didn't want the McDonald's chicken nuggets. And I was just watching him and he was just crying. So, anyways, I had to go back that way again today, going back to try and get an interview. And how about y'all? This hurt me so bad. The dog was, I know it was him. Don't y'all know them folks ran over that dog? He was laying there dead, and I believe God took me to that dog. I'm listen, y'all. I have a heart for living things, especially when they are helpless. Them folks killed that dog. Now he was laying over across the street, closer to like he was trying to get across the street to the store. I think they hit him and he walked over across the street a little bit more and he died. Don't y'all know them bitches killed that ran over that dog and killed him in Orange Mound? Them bitches in Orange Mound did that and it makes me mad. Okay? That makes me mad. And so his eyes, y'all, when I looked at him yesterday, when I threw them chicken nuggets out to him, one of his eyes was bloodshot red. You had a crackhead that was standing up there by that store right there, Airways, a crackhead. I knew he was. I saw him, how he was being mean to that dog and hitting at that dog, and he ought to be trying to get off crack. But he want to be mean to a dog and he on crack. He wasn't them old heads, so I know he was on crack. Okay. But y'all, we got to start being better to animals. That dog was looking at me. I was looking at his eyes and he was dehydrated. And it's just sad what is going on in this world. It really is. I want y'all to do me a favor. Like when y'all see and watch and see what God does for you, but just do it out of the kindness of your heart. If you can spare some money, because we know the summertime is coming up, keep water bottles in your car. If when you go to Kroger, you can get the 24 pack for like $3, $3.99. Keep water bottles in the back of your car, and when you see like homeless people, you don't have to walk up to them. Put the water down on the bench or on the ground, and just holler and tell them, I got water over here. If y'all and keep some doggy bowls in the back of your car and put water in the bowls because it's gonna be a hot summer. Y'all start being kind. We have to start being kind to each other. Right? We have to. We got to stop being selfish and evil. That's the reason why so much bad karma is circulating. We got to start treating living things right. I don't trust nobody that can commit cruelty to an animal, because if they do it to an animal, they'll do it to a human. We got to stop being selfish and evil. I know I cuss folks out, okay? But I sure got a heart. I sure got a heart. I ain't gonna do nothing to nobody unless they do it to me first. If you threaten me, I'm going to the police, okay? I fear for my life, okay? So that's how we do it. That's how I do it. they, they, they say it was Orange Mountain Quest dog. Listen, yeah, that case closed in Orange Mountain, so I could say, I ain't, I don't, I'm not going back over to Orange Mountain. So don't, um, yeah, I don't like people that mistreat animals. Can't trust them. If you'll harm an innocent animal, you'll hurt a human. That's right. That's so true. So I'm calling all the people sitting in Orange Mountain, Lord. They say it was Orange Mountain Quit dog. Lord have mercy. I wonder why Quit let his dog go out like that. That's just low down of him. Why he let his dog go out like that? He said one time for Mo. Yeah, shout out to Mo 3. Listen, I'm happy that Mo 3 is getting justice, okay? Mo 3 is getting justice in totality, and we want for young dogs to get justice in totality also. And God, I told y'all, this is like the year of revelation. God is making sure that it happens. I do people like that. I feed them, give them money. My grandson asked me why, and I told him now he asks to hand it to them sometimes. I let him. That's right. If you want to, because it's a lot of miserable people walking around and they don't know why they're miserable. Right. They don't know why they was born miserable. Okay. When they came, they've been miserable since they was a baby. So, but if you want to start making yourself feel good, they try to make everybody else life a living hell. Okay. But if you want to start feeling better about yourself, why don't you help somebody? If you stop and give somebody a orange or apple and a bottle of water, because folks got to stay hydrated. That'll make you feel good about yourself. Okay. Start doing something good, and then you won't have to worry about being miserable no damn more. Going to the Dollar Tree. See, the Dollar Tree sells my favorite alkaline water. Okay. Go into the Dollar Tree. That's my favorite store. Yesterday evening, I went into the Dollar Tree when I got off work, and I bought about 50 bottles of water. I got about 55 bottles of water. Go into the Dollar Tree and buy a lot of water and start giving them out. Give one out to a homeless person. Buy some doggy bowls so you can pour water in the bowls and set the bowl down so the stray dogs can walk up to the bowl and drink water. Yeah, I wonder why y'all think that dog spit that chicken nugget out? When I threw him that chicken nugget, he picked it up and had it in his mouth and then he spit it out. Why y'all think he spit it out? and then went back over there to where the garbage was at and started trying to get some food. Y'all think he spit it out because I was looking at him and he got scared? Or because when he tasted it, dogs are very smart. He realized it wasn't real food. Fake food. That's exactly what it was, JJ. Anything that animals won't eat, humans don't need to eat. I bet you them ninjas got the BGs dying and coming back. Can't hold food down right now. I bet you they do too. Tamarian. He wanted some damn water, not no chicken. I bet that's what it was. He couldn't even bark. Oh wow. If I had gave him some water, I wonder if that would have given him energy and that would have saved his life. But I couldn't do that. Anyways, you guys, I enjoy being on here with y'all. Y'all like me being on here being goofy, don't it? I be serious when I be talking about these animals. Y'all know I love animals. I don't like nobody that mistreat animals. I don't like nobody that mistreat people either. I don't like nobody that mistreat people. They're killing animals, want to kill people, and it's just crazy what's going on in this world today. Anyways, you guys, I gotta get off of here because I gotta start. I gotta read a discovery tonight because I gotta go to court with one of the attorneys tomorrow. So I need to be up on whatever he on. I need to be on whatever he on. Anyways, you guys, I really appreciate you all. Yes, indeed. I didn't know this thing was this many pages though. Let me get started. Anyways, you guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in. As always, y'all. I got some work I gotta do, and then I gotta go to bed so I can be in court in the morning. I love you guys. I appreciate you always tuning in and supporting the show. Okay. I'll talk with you all tomorrow.